Hi guys, welcome back to your ultimate guide to Phuket part 2. If you haven't seen part 1 yet, please go check it out. The video ended up being quite a lot longer than I expected, so I've done it in 2 parts. But let's get right back into it. Okay, favourite activities and must-see places. So a lot of these places I'm going to say are places that I'd really recommend if you want to go and eat with a view. You gotta go here. So a really special place we love is Karen, and I've mentioned this about the beach club before. So I did like a little vlog of our little Karen day. This was the most vloggy part I did. Enjoy the little mini vlog in this. So it's Saturday. We're in a place called On the Hill, which I'll show you the view. It's amazing, and we're spending the day in Caron. I don't know how to say it, Caron or Karen. I'm not really sure. I don't like calling it Karen. And yeah, we're going to kind of go to a few beach bars and then go to a place called A Blanket and a Pillow, I think, later. Karen Beach, and then we've got the Buddha all the way up there. Tiny. So we've got some smoothies. Yay. Breakfast with a view. Best view ever. Actually, best view ever.
Breakfast burger.
What's in the breakfast burger?
So it's a beef patty, it's a fried egg, cheese, bacon, and apparently mayonnaise.
Yum. Where's mom? And I got full English because I'm a basic B. So yeah, we've had our food, it was really yummy. And yeah, I'm gonna go walk to go to see this view. Right, so story time. We went to a place called Coast, which is like Grand Centaura Hotel. It took us like 10 million years to get to the beach because we had to walk like on a main road, and then we like somehow managed to like weasel our way into this resort. I thought it was public. Online it said you can go in there, so I'm a bit confused. Then we ordered drinks thinking we could just pay with notes, and the guy came over and we like went to go pay, and he's like, no, we just put it on your room. And he's like, are you staying here? We were like, no. And he's like, oh, you're staying in the villas. And by like that point we kind of just were like, yeah. So he was like, write down your name and your number of your room. So sorry if there's anyone in 504. And we just literally bolted. So I was like, I literally felt so guilty. Like, we did try and pay as well. Like, Nick literally gave him the money. He was like, no, we'll just put it on your room. And we were like trying to pay him. And yeah, we bolted, and then I like was sprinting down the beach, and we just got like 2 free mojitos. And yeah, I feel a little bit guilty, but it's he basically gave it to us. So yeah, so now we're just sat at a random place. I'm gonna get asked to buy something in like 5 seconds. No, thank you. Okay. But yeah, I mean, don't go there because I think you're not actually allowed, and we just managed to get in and get free mojitos. So sorry, Grand Centaura Resort. So as expected, in a rainy season in Asia, it was sunny 1 minute and then about to absolutely chuck it down the next. We got so wet, like we had to just run into some random like front of a cafe, and we were stuck here for about an hour. So a little bit of a nightmare, but it did clear up after that. So on my top list of dinner with a view is On the Rock in Karen, literally at the end of Karen Beach. It's on top of these rocks, all of the insides kind of all rock themed to match as well, and the food was so good and it was so well priced. I'll show you what we've got in a second. We've got prawns, calamari, yum. Then I got the lobster thermidor, and we've got truffle pasta. Let's see which one's better. What'd you get? Mint chocolate chip, vanilla chocolate chip, and rum and raisin.
Oh.
Not the choice I would have gone for, but
Try it.
go on then, try.
So do you want to try it?
Oh, is it nice? I'll have the vanilla chocolate chip.
What's this one?
Is that the vanilla one? Is that not the vanilla one?
That's rum and raisin.
Oh, okay. Yummy. The sunset's coming out. I ordered a chocolate lava cake, so I'm just waiting for that to come out. This altogether was literally like £70 and we got like 3 courses each and loads of drinks, so really worth the money. So we then went to Blanket and a Pillow, but this is actually a different day I'm recording this because when we last went it was too dark and I didn't get any footage, and we just loved this place, so we ended up going back. But it's really cool because it's got like different levels. So I was just at the top there where it has like the bar, like the main bar. You then go down and further down to this bottom bit right next to the sea, and it's got like swings and places like beanbags and things to sit down. And every Saturday at 6 o'clock they have a DJ. And it's just sick because you just watch the sunset go down with this really good music playing in the background. It's just a really vibey place. Like, I would 100% recommend going. Finish this one, time for the next. The place to go is Nai Han. So Nai Han, I think, is actually rated one of the best beaches like in the world. I think we saw an article on it not long ago. So we went to Nai Han. It's about 30 to 40 minute drive from Phuket Town. Got to Nai Han actually it was pretty late. We wanted to go for breakfast and we ended up missing breakfast because we got there so late. So then we were going to go to a place for lunch called Rock Salt, somewhere where I found the day before and it looked amazing. We were like, we've got to go there, but we're going to go there for like dinner or something, or a late lunch. Because we missed breakfast and the other place ended up not being open, which was another place that looked really nice, we ended up just being like, oh, we'll go to Rock Salt. We also weren't open for food for like another hour, so we just sat there and we were like, right, we'll get like a smoothie and we'll just like decide, take a long decision of what we're going to order. But we have this new obsession being away with oysters. I don't know why, we've just discovered them and now like we love them, we get them all the time, but only from like really nice places. So we had oysters to start, which were one of the I mean, I've not had that many because I've really only had them on this trip, but like the best oysters I've ever had. The best, honestly. And then we had like a pizza. The calamari was the best calamari I've ever had in my entire life, and the tuna ceviche. We weren't going to get it because we wanted to get prawns, and the prawns are like just too expensive. Like, we were coming to the end of the trip and like we just needed to budget at this point a little bit more. So we got tuna ceviche instead, and oh my god, it was just like heaven on a plate. Like, if you just want like the most fresh tasting food, tuna ceviche is it. So after we ate, we went and just kind of sat on Nai Han Beach. The annoying thing about Nai Han Beach is you're not really allowed to swim. Like, they have very small areas where you can swim a little bit, but they were just being very strict. I don't know if there's something wrong with the current that day or something. Yeah, they weren't really letting us swim anywhere, which was a bit of a pain because it was such a hot day. I was quite hungover again. But yeah, anyway, so my cousin lived in Phuket for like 10 years or something. Sorry Tash if you're watching, that's wrong. But she recommended Promtep Cape. So we were like, right, we'll go because it's really, really close. Like, it's just like a 5-10 minute bike ride. So we went to Promtep Cape after, and it's just got like the most beautiful views. Like, you're just basically like on top of the world. Like, just you can see onto like Nai Han Beach as well if you go like round the corner, and it's just really pretty. Like, you're supposed to go there for sunset, but it's very windy around these roads, very, very windy, and we didn't want to go on like windy roads in the dark. We were just trying to be safe. So yeah, so we didn't get to go see it in sunset, but you can just see even here, like, it's so beautiful. We've got a few like nice pickies and stuff there. Yeah, I would definitely recommend Nai Han Beach and Promtep Cape, and if you can go at sunset, go at sunset, because I've heard it's amazing and I'm sad we didn't get to see it at sunset. Okay, another must see or must go to place is Old Phuket Town. So Old Phuket Town is the old town of Phuket, obviously. I always get nervous, Nick can hear me. I always think he's just like listening in the door and I don't like it. Anyway, so on the way to Old Phuket Town, you go past it and there's a place called Monkey Hill. So yeah, I've seen it in loads of vlogs before and everyone goes, and it's this big hill with like loads of monkeys all around, which looks amazing. And it was really cool, but you have to like park your bike at the bottom of the hill and go all the way up, and it's just, we got like halfway and it was just, there's supposed to be like a viewpoint and we just got like too sweaty and too hot for that, so we like decided not to go up all the way. But anyway, yeah, my number one advice for you is to not feed the monkeys. My boyfriend did not take my advice and he fed the monkeys anyway, which has resulted in going to a few rabies vaccine appointments. appointments. So yeah, if you're gonna go, I would suggest just like walking. I mean, I didn't really try and give them that much attention because I was just like so afraid of like getting rabies. So you can see me very awkwardly having the monkey on my back. But it was so cute because the dogs were basically just like protecting Nick. Like every time they like rushed up to him, the dogs would like come and save him. It was so cute. We literally love dogs so much. So yeah, it was definitely an experience and definitely something I think you should go to, but just be very wary. Like they can attack you. They were friendly, like they just wanted to eat their bananas. It wasn't like they were being like vicious, but they can be vicious to each other, that's for sure. But yeah, I would personally just like not bother feeding them. Just don't risk it, to be honest. Well, we drove and then we parked in Old Phuket Town. So Old Phuket Town is such a, like, definitely #1 place to go visit. It's so different to just like normal, especially like Patong. Like, it's so different. It's so pretty. There's like loads of different colourful houses everywhere, like buildings. And we went to this place called Tori's Ice Cream, that's what it's called. So we went to a place called Tori's Ice Cream, and this was somewhere I've watched on vlogs. Everyone was like, it's just like a famous ice cream shop. So I was like, we hadn't eaten any breakfast. I was like, let's go to this ice cream shop and have like ice cream for breakfast. So yeah, we went, and oh my god, it was so good. So we got a cookie with some ice cream on. We then got like a recommendation on the menu, which was like a sundae. I think it was a sundae, but I mean, I didn't like banana, so I didn't eat the banana, but it was like brownie with cream. I think it had like ice cream in it as well, obviously, so it's a sundae. I can't remember what was in it, but that was also very, very yummy. We then also got a chocolate milkshake. I love chocolate milkshakes. Like, they're my hangover cure, and I just literally love them. But we got a s'mores one, and it was quite nice. I wouldn't say, it was just very rich, dark kind of chocolate, and I'm more of like a milk chocolate kind of gal. But yeah, so we just kind of went around exploring Old Phuket Town for a few hours. We just sat in a bar and got some drinks. Yeah, it was very much just like a shop place. We looked into a few shops. I was trying to find a pair of shorts. But yeah, there's quite a few shops, and there's loads of places to eat and drink there. Nick really wanted to go to this Turkish restaurant, so we ended up going to this Turkish restaurant. I can't remember the name. I'm really sorry if you do want to know what it was. It was really nice. It was good. However, I was a bit disappointed because we then went to Chilver Market. So Chilver Market is, again, just like a 5-10 minute drive. That opens up at about 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock. Might have been 5 o'clock. And it's a market full of like night market food. You get loads of different like Thai cuisine there, and you get different desserts, and we got like a mango smoothie. But because of eating at this Turkish restaurant, we didn't get to eat at the night market, and the food looked so good. So I recommend if you're going, don't eat anywhere else, just eat at the night market. It also has like clothes, but yeah, like the food looked really cool, and we just ended up staying in this bar, had a few beers, and then yeah, just kind of walked through the market and looked around. But yeah, I was a bit disappointed we kind of ate before, because I really wanted to try some things. But yeah, oh well, it was a nice experience anyway. Again, we didn't want to drive back in the dark, hence why like a lot of these places we like tend to leave at about 5-6, and then usually sunset at like 6:45. If you're gonna get a taxi or you're not living that far away, definitely go more in the evening. Another must do, and I literally mean this is something you have to do if you go to Phuket, probably one of my top recommendations, the boxing. I've never been to a boxing match. I've never even like any boxing match in my life, and this was the Muay Thai boxing. I was a bit like worried about going because I'm really not like a violent kind of person. I get like cringe if anyone hurts themselves, so I was a bit like skeptical. I was like, oh, it should be okay. I mean, they're not like the cheapest. It's a bit of a tourist trap. I think it was like £30, might have even been £30 each for me and Nick. You'll hear this the whole time in Phuket, like they get like cars that like come down, like trying to like advertise, and they're like, tonight, Bangla Boxing Stadium. It's like all you hear in like Patong, I swear. But yeah, we went to the actual like main Bangla stadium. There's a Patong stadium and a Bangla one. So yeah, we went to the big Bangla one, and you see it like every time we drove on the bike, we just drive past it. It's big like tigers everywhere, and like big like boxing like cartoon people. But yeah, honestly, it was really fun, like really good. The first round I think was just like a bit of a, they go around with like bets, and then you have to bet who wins, and I swear it was fixed. Like the first 2 were definitely fixed. After that, it was like a full-on, like, quite good fight. But yeah, you just get like, you can just get like beers, and everywhere's just pretty much beers, to be honest. Oh no, I got like a vodka and coke, I think, for some of it. We just sat there and watched it, and you end up getting like really into it. I was like, come on, Blue, come on, Blue. So I mean, I know nothing about boxing. I don't know who gets points, who doesn't get points, but it was honestly so much fun. I would really recommend it. And it's not like, I don't know, it wasn't as like violent as I thought it was going to be, even though they literally beat each other up. But yeah, no, that's definitely something I'd recommend. And we just got like a little bit drunk for some food before. So another mention is we actually went to Hooters. If you watch my PP Island vlog, you'll know we were either going to Hard Rock Cafe or Hooters. And this time we chose Hooters because we went to Hard Rock Cafe before and it was rubbish. Don't go there if you're over to Phuket, honestly. Overpriced, food was rubbish, like it was just, it was awful. Anyway, Hooters like seriously surprised me. Like, I actually love Hooters. The chicken wings were like chef's kiss. The service was so good and the girls were really kind. So yeah, I'd actually recommend Hooters as well as a place to go if you're staying for a long time. Obviously, if you've not got a lot of time here, you want like the authentic experience and you want like authentic Thai food. But we'd had a lot of like Asian food for a long time, so we were like, we need some like westernized food. And the chicken wings were great. We even ordered them on Grab when we were hungover one day. So yeah, I'd recommend Hooters as well as a place to eat. And it's reasonably priced, and on a Friday they have like a margarita deal or like a beer deal or something. It was super cheap. So another recommendation there for you. So my next recommendation is the Elephant Sanctuary. So I'm going to show you a little bit of like when we were there and what we saw and a bit of information about it. So today we're going to the Green Elephant Sanctuary in Phuket. We're getting picked up in about 20 minutes, so we're just kind of gathering our things. And they include like dinner, they pick you up and drop you off at the hotel where we're staying, and then yeah, you get to like have a like mud bath with the elephants, you get to shower with the elephants. So I wanted to do this for ages. Like when I came travelling like 3 years ago, I really wanted to find somewhere that did it and I couldn't really find anywhere. So like yeah, finally in Thailand where I can go play with some elephants. So yeah, here we go. You get there, you get dropped off. You pick up a lot of people on the way and you're kind of in this hut with like long tables where they're going to serve you lunch later. And there's this lady who takes you around, she kind of tells you about the elephants. Some of them you can touch, some of them you can't touch. It just depends what they've been through, and you can touch certain areas. But yeah, she goes through it all with you and you get to go like have your pictures taken, which was really nice because I just couldn't be bothered to like get my phone out every 5 seconds. Like you kind of want to be like immersed in the experience. So yeah, it was nice that they actually did have photographers and they give it to you all for free as well. All the photos you get for free. You download it on Facebook from a Dropbox. So that was a really nice touch, I thought, as well. We were feeding them and literally they're just the like loveliest, kindest animals ever, and they were just so gentle. But yeah, we got to feed them and stroke them and like hug their trunks. And oh, there was this really cute baby one. I really can't remember any of their names, but it was a mum and a baby and they were in a separate bit because they were really new to the park and they couldn't separate them yet, and the baby was just honestly like a few months old, but he was just the cutest thing ever. I literally was like dying. You just really want to like go and touch him, but you weren't allowed, unfortunately. But he would just kind of tease all of the they're called mahouts. So mahouts basically literally grow up with these elephants and they take them into extra park bit that you can't really see in the video, and the mahouts take them around and just literally look after them. Like they literally sleep in these huts in the park and they just wake up and every day they just look after the elephants, and then when they die, their children and their grandchildren, like everyone just ends up looking after these elephants. It's honestly amazing. So yeah, the elephants only really trust them. Yeah, so we went to go see where they like slept and where the mahouts slept and stuff. They went into these like big kind of mud baths. We gave them a big mud bath and then they went to these big showers and they washed it all off and it was really fun. Yeah, and then after that we got dry and then we went for some lunch, and the lunch was really good. It was like Thai cuisine, but it was honestly so good. You usually think you're going to these like big packaged group places and the buffets and be rubbish, but it was actually really good food. And then yeah, after that I'd like to say goodbye. The little baby was having his own little bath because he didn't get to bath with the other ones, so we went to just go over and just watched him have his little playtime in his little tub. But he was just so funny, he was just like making such a mare out of it. But yeah, it was really cute and that was a really good experience to do as well. I think that was it was maybe £100 for me and Nick to go, but it does help the cause, and you know, it helps the elephants and stuff, and it's really worth the money, and you do get to like really come up close and personal with the elephants. So I would 100% recommend the elephants as well. Yeah, amazing experience. Another food recommendation with a view. To this day of this trip, so I've been away since April, as an all-round like food, scenery, service experience, this is still #1 on my like list of things I've done. Like, I think it'd be one of the best dinners I've honestly ever had in my life, and that's not even a joke. The whole thing was beautiful. So this was in Qatar, so Qatar is just after Karen. We did go there for a day and have like a bit of a beach day. Again, we were hungover. We didn't do too much of Qatar, we just sat on the beach, but we came back, we got ready and we went back out again because we wanted to put the bike back. It was just amazing. So it's called Qatar Rocks, and yeah, they take you to the restaurant on this buggy, but it was like being on like a little roller coaster. It was so funny, and I've never been anywhere bougie enough for like the buggy ride, so that was just very exciting for me. Get there and then you just literally walk in, and it's the most beautiful like pool with the most beautiful sea, and like, oh, it was becoming sunset. We booked it for sunset, and unfortunately it wasn't the best sunset I'd seen in Phuket, but like it was good enough. Do you know what I mean? It was good enough. But yeah, then we ordered the food and we ordered drinks, and the cocktails were insane. The starter we got oysters, and we got chicken wings, and we got calamari. Like, you'll see a running theme here with a lot of the food we get. We like what we like. And then for the main, so we really couldn't pick out the main. We were like, we have to get seafood because it's a really bougie place. I'm very much like, if I'm by the sea and it's a nice place, like I'm gonna have to get the fish. My was it a good decision? Like, I got the prawns, like the big prawns, and then Nick got the Hokkaido scallops, and they were both the best things I've ever eaten. And actually this was our first oyster try. Like, me and Nick both had never had oysters before, and this was actually the first place we tried them. I didn't do it properly. I thought you just swallowed them whole, so I didn't get the hype when I did it. I was like, I didn't really feel like I tasted anything, but the next time I did it, I knew you had like chill a little bit and then do it, and then like now I've been obsessed ever since. It was just such a beautiful scenery view, especially when it kind of like went a bit darker. They put all the lights in the pool and all the lights like around the tables, and then we got dessert because we were just like, we don't want to leave yet. We're like, we're not done with this experience yet. So I got chocolate lava cake again, which is another running thing I always get. And then yeah, I think Nick got like a pineapple cheesecake. That could definitely be wrong, but I'm not sure. But yeah, we got a few nice pickies. But yeah, this was definitely the best place I've been on the trip. So another few beaches you can go to. I'm going to try and put 2 in one here. There's one called Freedom Beach and Paradise Beach. So Paradise Beach, try not get these the wrong way around. So Paradise Beach is kind of in Patong. You've got like, this is Patong, and then you go round the corner and it's like at the end here. It's like a 15-minute drive. It is a hilly, crazy ass drive. Don't do this drive if you're new to the bike. I'm so glad we were going to do it beginning of the trip, and when we had the old bike and not the Click, and we ended up not doing it because I think like I was just having like pains or something that day. Did it near to the end side of the trip, and oh my god, I was like, the old bike never would have got up the hills. So if you have got a rubbish bike, don't bother doing it, get a taxi, because it is kind of in the middle of nowhere. It's a bit strange, but yeah, again, they kind of take this place. I think they have like full moon parties and stuff there. Like, it's kind of it's very hard to describe. Like, they've got like sun lounges and it looks like they do events there, but honestly it was a little bit dead. But it's somewhere that you should go. I think maybe, again, we didn't go on like the sunniest day. It's a bit rocky in the sea. It's not very easy to like walk on, so that was another bit of a downer, but it was cool. I think if there was an event there's like a hostel and things there, it'd definitely be somewhere to go. Then Freedom Beach. So Freedom Beach was somewhere my friend recommended to me, and she was like, oh, it's a little bit of a hike, and I was just thinking like she meant on the bike or something, because when we were driving there I was like, God, again, another place that was really hard to get to, like really windy, up, not like proper roads, like really rocky roads. Yeah, I was like, this must be the hike then, because it just was in the middle of nowhere. And then like we got there, and then they were like, oh, you're going to the Freedom Beach? We're like, yeah. And they said, oh, it's like 400 meters down or something. And oh my god, the hike, it was roasting. We didn't bring any water with us, we didn't bring any cash with us, and I don't know why we didn't do that. We kind of said, oh yeah, we need cash, and then we just didn't get any out. And then we hiked all the way down We then stayed there. I think, you know, by the time we hiked there, we were so knackered. Went in the sea a little bit. Again, it was very wavy. A lot of the places I found in Phuket was really hard to actually swim because it's a very wavy place, great surfing. Not great getting anything down there. Honestly, there's poor people who work there who might have to go up and down every day. But yeah, really beautiful beach, like really nice when you actually got down there. I just wish we had like money so we could have like had a few beers or like, I don't know, enjoyed it a little bit more because we're so gasping for water. And it kind of just like died, and I just like took some pictures on the beach and I had a bit of like a wander around, and it was nice. Again, it was really worth a visit, but the hike is harsh. It's going to be difficult for you. Maybe don't do it. I'd say it took like 20 minutes to get down, 20 minutes to get back up, maybe even half an hour, and going back up was like even worse. I was just dripping, and bless the lady at the top, they have like little like, I don't know, shacks or something. They sell drinks and we didn't have any cash on us. She was like, no, have a water for free, bless her. So whoever you were, love you, because we needed it so badly. So yeah, that's another place I would recommend going if you have the ability to do a hike. So another beach I didn't mention actually was Rawai Beach. So I actually heard a lot of nomads live in Rawai when they moved to Phuket. Honestly, we went and I don't really see the hype. There's not really a lot to do there. Again, this is where like Phuket, there's something for everyone where you go. People who are in Rawai probably really hate Patong, so it was not very definitely more local, 100%. The beach wasn't like beachy, like it wasn't beach club vibes or anything. It was just very much like it's a beach, and I think that's where most people go to like hop to another different island. It was nice, and we had really good seafood dinner here. So yeah, we kind of like lazed around on the beach all day, and then had a really amazing seafood dinner. There's lots of seafood restaurants like all down this one road, so I'd recommend going there. I definitely preferred Nai Han Beach to Rawai and just Nai Han in general, but different opinions. But yeah, definitely worth just a visit anyway. I mean, Rawai and Nai Han are so close to each other. So some recommendations on Bangla, or near Bangla I should say, actually this wasn't on Bangla, is drag show at Zag. So Zag is like the big gay nightclub in Phuket. I love drag nights, I love drag shows, I love anything like that. It's literally me down to a T, and it's so good because they have just this like big seating all outside down this like middle of this road. You'll see like all these videos in a second, and then they just have like drag performers come out. It's completely free. You just expect to like buy a drink and stuff. Like even like the cars are like coming down the road, they'd have to like walk around the cars and stuff, but it was amazing. The drag artists were insane and so beautiful. Like honestly, one of them I was like obsessed with, and then we all got told to go inside and we had like a big party inside. But honestly, again, I just got very drunk. Apparently I was like flicking my hair and dancing in just like someone's face, so that wasn't great. But yeah, I would really recommend that. It was really fun. Then the ping pong show. This is definitely not everyone's taste. It's something that I'm like, you know, when in Rome kind of vibe. We were like, we just have to do it, we have to see. So yeah, we weren't allowed to record anything in the ping pong show. They've got them all the way down the street. They're not hard to find. You'll get someone coming up to you like every 10 minutes, and you'll get ripped off when you first go in there. They'll give you a very expensive menu, a very expensive menu, and then you get the drinks, and then they come over with a bit of a cheap menu the next time. I think they don't charge you entry, so they basically just like double the price of your first drink. It's very expensive in there. We got absolutely hounded by all the girls that worked in there. Like, they would just basically grope my boobs, and I went to the toilet and they asked if Nick wanted a special service when I was gone. Which, you know, I wasn't that great about that part. It was actually really funny. We did actually go twice, because the first time we just got so harassed that I don't feel like we actually got to see the show, because we were just with these girls the entire time. We were like away from everyone else. And then the second time went to a different place and we were like in more of the audience, and it was like funnier to see, because you actually got to see do like razor blades out of their vagina and stuff. It is crazy, like it's mad. It's not for everyone, but you know, I just think it's something you should do, and it's just a funny night out. Yeah, they do really try and rip you off though. I had a bit of an argument with one of the ladies in there because she was just trying to overcharge us, and I was just like, that's not happening, hun. Like, I'm not paying this for this drink. And it works. So like, you do have to put your foot down. They will try and take the piss out of you. It's just like, you know, I'd been in Thailand for like 2 months, and I was just like, I've been to a ping pong show, I know how much it costs. Like, we've paid that first initial price, we're not paying this again kind of vibe. But it's really fun, it's really funny to do, and I actually didn't mind doing it with a boyfriend. If he went on his own, on the other hand, I wouldn't be very impressed. But yeah, it was good. I would recommend. I think it was funny. And guys, one last thing I completely forgot to mention is the Big Buddha. We tried to go here twice, and I mean, you're not going to be surprised by what I've said in the vlog, but both times we were too hungover and we were going to go on our last day, and honestly, we didn't have a bike anymore, and it was just a bit out of the way, the Buddha. It's not exactly the most convenient place, so we didn't do it. It's one of my biggest regrets of Phuket that we didn't do. So yeah, make sure you do go, because I'm kicking myself we didn't just go even with a hangover. So that was basically my trip to Phuket. If you've got any other questions, please let me know and I'll happily answer any of them for you. There's been a lot of chatting and waffling on my side. I'm really sorry. I've tried to squeeze everything in before my camera ran out of battery. So yeah, thank you so much guys, and I'll see you in the Da Nang vlog, which is coming very soon, which I actually think is more of like just a normal vlog rather than like an information vlog. Thank you so much for watching if you did watch it, and I'm going to be trying my best to do more of these. I get really nervous, as you can probably tell from all the videos. If I try and speak to the camera, I just get super nervous. So yeah, fingers crossed I get better with that. But